six. Bond stands alone.
Now Booker with Tucker on him. Throws it up for 8. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo. What a block from Giannis.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open. Chicago with the lead.
Minute remaining. And they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
We're sending it in, Jerome. That's for damn sure.
Yes. What is up, everybody, and welcome to the Taproom Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan. Stacks on stacks on stacks. Lads, join with my man, Big Ballin', Ben Larson.
Sure.
What's going on tonight, Ben?
Not much, man. Feeling a lot better than Marshawn Lynch is today. We definitely not hungover like he is today. Definitely don't have a DUI like he does today. So,
did you see that picture of him?
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I was going to bring up. Is how horrible he looks in that picture. Like, how fucked up was he?
He looked tore the fuck up. When did he get pulled over? Did they say?
Last night.
Oh, last night. Okay, I
Yeah,
thought
I
it was
didn't
like
see
in the middle of the day when they released it. I was like, damn, he's that tore up in the middle of the day.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
no, I don't. But I mean, it does not look good.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't.
At all.
I wouldn't even be shocked if it was in the middle of the day. I was at a convention on Monday, and they were like serving alcoholic beverages, dude.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was like the middle of the day on a Monday.
Yeah,
You know, shit's crazy, man.
it's bad.
Man, what a night of baseball, though, Ben. Just a phenomenal day of baseball. We're coming down here to the dog days of summer, as we like to call it. Got a lot of playoff races going on. Giants and Padres are in a battle right now. The Padres have finally sprung the leak of their
Scored some runs. Yeah.
dry spell. The AL wild card, we got some noise being made, which we're going to get to. But before we get to that, I want to ask you what you're sipping on, because we did start this podcast is like, you know, you and I sitting at a bar drinking and talking sports. And I feel like this episode might be the most relevant to that tonight.
All right. Yeah, I got a good beer. It's a beer that I've had before in some aspect. I've had the non-nitro, but this is Mother Earth Cali Creamin', which is a vanilla cream ale. Great can of beer. From Mother
Cool
Earth
can
Brewing,
too. I like the
which
simplicity of it.
Yeah, the non-nitro is kind of more of this like the blue and yellow, which is you know, again, it looks really good. But 5% coming out of Vista, California. Another cool thing that on the beer, it tells you exactly what to do on how to pour a nitro beer.
Oh shit!
So,
No,
yeah,
how do you pour a nitro beer?
So it wants you to, you know, pick up get your glass, make sure you're drinking it from the correct glass. You're gonna flip it upside down 3 times to get everything activated. Then you're gonna pour it hard, so it kind of foams up a little bit, lets it settle, and then it's ready to drink. So
interesting.
yep. And man, just off this first sip, Nick, I didn't realize it was a nitro beer until like seconds before the podcast here. And the first sip from the nitro compared to the regular is such a nice night and day difference, and so creamy, so smooth. I don't know if I can go back to the regular one now.
Nice, dude.
Like, have you had that A&W cream soda?
Oh yeah, like the root beer, like from the fountain, dude, is just like it just hits different.
This is that A&W cream soda,
but a beer form.
In a beer form, yeah, 5%. It's
right.
beautiful.
I can dig it, dude.
Yep.
Like it. That's what's up.
Yep.
I'm just sipping on an IPA, Gypsy Fate.
Oh, just an IPA. From your local,
from the local brewery.
No,
Honestly, I haven't had one in a minute. I've been drinking like a lot of other stuff. I actually got a crowler of the coffee IPA. I was gonna drink it on here, but I was just, you know, there's a rain delay in the Orioles game. I was enjoying myself so much that I ended up drinking the whole thing. and then I switched over to the IPA. So really, it's only my third beer since like 4:30. For those that think I'm like fucking pounding beers out here.
I mean, I was at a brewery today, so I would have it. I would have a fresh Fieldworks beer, but left it up the hill at the buddy's house. So,
All right.
Yeah,
Up the
I'll
hill.
have it. I'll have it on Sunday. I was gonna drink this one on Sunday, but
There you
I'll
go.
have the Caligra or the
Calling an audible.
Fieldworks. Yep.
Huh. Anyways, got a lot of baseball to talk about.
Yeah, we're not talking football tonight.
We got a lot. Well, I mean, there's some football to talk about. We know we're mere date. What is it? The second preseason games. They start on Thursday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Should be good. I haven't even looked into it, so I'm not going to give anybody any suggestions on bets.
Packers Niners, right?
Yeah, and I think the Patriots and Giants. I saw the Giants line move from like +1 Giants to -1, so a lot of money coming in on the Giants to flip the market. That should be interesting. We'll talk about that. Not even tomorrow. Tomorrow we're talking about the Big Ten. For those of you that watch college football and want to bet college football, this is the show you definitely want to tune into. Wednesday night, Irvin and I, Big Ten preview. We're talking baseball tonight. Big Ball and Ben Larson, myself. Let's do this. So, Ben, wild card races tonight.
Yep.
We got a lot of them. Let's start with the AL since the game's already wrapped up. And it took till, basically midnight Eastern time for one of the games to wrap up because they had a hour rain delay in the middle. Honestly, dude, I was watching the Orioles game from the very beginning of the game. Rougned Odor makes a critical base running mistake. Would have been 3-1, bases loaded, 1 out. Instead, they get out of the inning 3-1. 6th inning, the Blue Jays score 4 runs on a 3-run Bo Bichette home run, which in 28 other ballparks would have been an out. Just so happens he hits it to the shortest part of the park at Camden Yards. And, that's baseball.
That's baseball, yep.
But he wouldn't have even got to bat if Rougned Odor didn't make a fucking error throwing it home to Adley Rutschman. He would have gunned out Guerrero at the plate. Dude throws it 9 feet in front of Adley Rutschman, and the ball fucking goes away.
Mm-hmm.
Guerrero scores. Inning continues. Bo Bichette comes up, 3-run home run.
Yeah.
Blue Jays take a 5-3 lead. Looks like the game's over. And then Mother Earth comes in and delays the game for an hour. And Alek Manoah can't go back on the mound. I mean, he could, but after sitting an hour, I don't think it's very good.
Smart. Yep.
And the Orioles take the lead. And guess who hits the home run to take the lead? Rougned Odor, the guy that made the critical error and the base running mistake, which without those, they would have been up 3-1 to begin with.
Mm.
Just an incredible game. And the Orioles' magic continues, man. All season long, this team finds ways to come back at the end of ball games and win.
Yep. Well, I just love to see how tight this is getting now because, we've got, we're 109, 110 games in. So, we got
about a month and a half left, 50 games.
Yeah, 50 games.
About
50 games
45
left.
to 50, depending on the team.
It seems like a lot, but that really isn't a lot to catch up on, on games back because just the top teams are really running through things. So, I'm really I know we talked about it on Sunday of Boston kind of just still being in that race. Like, I want to say Boston is out.
Well,
5 games behind. They do have a slightly, a decent schedule. I think they've got like the 9th. No, they've got the 9th hardest schedule, the remaining strength schedule.
and they can't pitch, dude.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have pitching at all, dude.
Yep.
I just
So, I think it's pretty close to being donezo for Boston, which really makes that, three positions down to 6 teams here, and it's gonna be close.
Yeah, to be honest, dude, at the trade deadline, I was like, all right, Baltimore's hot. I understand why they made the moves they did. And, like, you know, Felix Bautista has been showing why they could trade Jorge Lopez because Felix Bautista is probably, I mean, he is a better pitcher. Dude's dotting 101 on the inside corner, dude. Like, you just can't, like, I don't care who you are. There's very few hitters in baseball that could hit that pitch. You know what I mean? And, you know, they trade Trey Mancini, who not only is a good player, but he's a good locker room guy, right? But they still continue to win. Like, this, it's just unexplainable. And, like, they don't have great starting pitching at all, especially with Tyler Wells being hurt. But they still manage to be competitive and stay in ball games. Adley Rutschman leads the league in on-base percentage since the All-Star break. They're almost 20 games over 500 since he got called up. They have the fourth best record in Major League Baseball since he got called up.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody can sit here and tell me that he is not a huge factor. I mean, this pitching staff, Ben, is like almost a entire run ERA better since he's been the catcher.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's shocking to see because I mean I figured they were going to be, you know, another year to two. I think next year I thought that they'd be knocking on the door. The year after I think they'd, you know, finally have that shot. But I mean they're a year to 2 years ahead for me, and I'm fine with it. I'm definitely fine with it. I think I mean, if they continue to go on their, you know, the streak that they're on, keeping up that, you know, 7 out of 10 games, even if they drop to 6 out of 10 games, they can still pass up that half game, you know, behind of Seattle.
Well, Seattle loses tonight, then they'll be tied. And the game's 0-0 right now in the bottom of the 8th inning. So, you know, the Mariners could very well lose tonight, and they're tied up with a month and a half left.
Rays lost today. You know, they're only a half game behind the Rays. Like,
the Blue Jays, and they're playing the Blue Jays right now. You know what I mean? Like, they're playing them.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think it could be.
And the big thing too about the Orioles and Blue Jays series, Ben, is that, you know, the Orioles take game 1, right? And then today the Blue Jays throw Alek Manoah, who's their best pitcher. I mean, you could argue Gausman or Manoah, depending on the day who you like. But Manoah's on the mound going against Kyle Bradish, who has a 6 ERA. You know what I mean? And who wins the game? The Orioles.
Mother Nature.
Well, I mean, come on, let's be honest. If Odor doesn't make an error, the Orioles are still winning the game when Mother Nature comes down. That's why they didn't postpone the game, because they were like, man, the Orioles should be winning this game anyway. So Major League Baseball was like, let's let the universe play itself out and do things right by the baseball gods. So the baseball gods came down, just made it happen, dude. You know what I mean? But man, this Orioles team, Ben, is just so much fun, dude. It's following them all season long has been awesome, dude. Yeah. And they're the most profitable team in baseball, which has helped. But I was on the Orioles in the beginning of the year, dude. I hate to, like, pat myself on the back, but I was like, yo, this team's better than their win total is. And their win total was 60 games. And
I mean, let's be real, though.
I did not think that they were going to make the playoffs, dude.
The first third of the season, yeah. I think we all were at that point where, like, what the hell are the Orioles doing? But, I mean, they've really, again, just really changed things around.
But even before they called up Adley, like, those guys were fighting, dude. Like, they were fighting. And they called up Adley basically a month into the season. May 22nd, I think, was when they called him up, which was basically a month into the season. Since then, they have the 4th best record in baseball.
Yeah, but they started in a very deep hole.
Yeah, well, I mean, they also played the Yankees like fucking 14 times in the first month, dude. So, and their bullpen's been nails all year. It really has. The Dodgers are still scoring runs.
I mean,
first half of the year they were almost 500. They were 500 going into the All-Star break. The Orioles were.
Yeah, but again, that, you know, you look at just even at the end of May, 21-30.
Yeah, and that was like May 22nd, I think, is when Adley got called up.
You know, you look at the end of April,
Yeah, but April, we got to remember, it
7
was
and 14.
only 21
Like,
games.
we did not think these were going to be close. A team that was going to be close.
Not to competing, but I knew they were going to win more than 60 games. 60 games is saying you're going to lose 92 games, dude.
Was that what their over-under was for the season?
It was like 60 or 61 and a half, 62 and a half.
Nice. Yeah.
There was no way they were going to lose that many games, dude. 89 games?
Yeah.
Like, this lineup, you got to remember, dude, this lineup is talented. They're just young.
Yep.
Cedric Mullins was
they have a tough second half, or they have a tough remainder of the season, though.
Yeah, because their division's good.
Yeah.
And they play a lot of their division. But, I mean, they played very well against the Blue Jays. I think they're now over 500 against the Blue Jays. I think the only team they have a losing record against in their division is the Rays and Yankees.
And they have 11 more games against the Blue Jays. Rays, they have 3 games.
Yeah, they played the Rays a lot.
Yankees 3 games.
See, they played the Yankees and
Boston
Rays a lot.
6.
Boston sucks.
Chicago 3.
Which
Houston,
Chicago? White Sox?
3. Yeah, Houston 7.
That's brutal. But the Astros aren't playing very well right now either.
Yeah, but they're no slouch. It's going to be a difficult way to end the season.
Oh, I mean, for them to get in, there's a reason why they're plus 700 to make the playoffs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that right now.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some playoff odds. These are as of this morning. We don't have updated odds yet because the day of baseball isn't over. By the way, Giants have bases loaded in the top of the 9th in a 4-1 game against Hader. And remember, they got 6 runs off Hader earlier in the year when he was a Brewer. So this is very interesting right now. Very interesting.
No outs, too.
No outs. I said that, didn't I?
No.
Did I not? It don't matter. We will keep you posted on this game. We'll keep you posted. Mound visit right now. So we'll keep you posted on that game. But let's talk about some of these playoff odds, Ben. So let's look at the Orioles and Red Sox first. So the Orioles plus 700 to make it. No is minus 1,100. These numbers are going to shift, I guarantee, in the morning. The Orioles will probably be like plus 400 since they could be tied going into tomorrow morning. Mm-hmm. Red Sox, so plus 425, minus 550, no.
Yeah, I think you can get, you're not getting good odds. I mean, they're basically telling us no.
Who?
No, it's not going to happen.
For who?
The Red Sox, minus 550.
Oh, yeah. But I mean,
they're not making the playoffs there.
Orioles plus 700, only down a half a game, maybe tied going into tomorrow.
Well, the Red Sox are down a full game, and
the Red Sox are 5 back, aren't they?
Red Sox are 1 out of. I'm sorry. You're right. Yeah, Red Sox are 5 games back. Sorry, I was thinking of Cleveland there. But I mean, then you go. I mean, looking at Cleveland, yes, plus 140, no, minus 165. I tell him Cleveland's going to make a push.
Do you think so?
I'd probably put a yes on that one because you look at the strength of schedule.
Hader to wins right now, 2-0 count, Ben.
They have the 8th easiest schedule in.
Who does?
In the
Cleveland?
league. Cleveland, yeah.
Yeah, their division sucks.
Yeah.
The one thing I like about Cleveland, too, is I like their lineup, dude. I really do. With Ramirez, Ahmad Rosario, and Jimenez. And Naylor. 2-1 count now, Ben. I see you peeping at your phone.
I got it going right here.
We getting down to the wire. The Dodgers are also up 8-1.
3-1.
Yeah, well, who's 3-1? Dodgers are up.
No, the count.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dodgers are up 8-1 right now on the Twins too, by the way, which is going to affect the AL Central as well.
Yeah. So talking about the AL wild card though, getting back to what we were talking earlier.
Sorry.
You look at the number 29, 28 teams with the easiest records here, and that's the Mariners and the White Sox. So that's going to be a big push for 2 of those teams in the wild card right there. Mariners to stay in their position, as one of the wild card teams, and the White Sox to move into a wild card position. So if we look at what Chicago White Sox are looking at, yes is minus 140 there, no is plus 115.
I think
So
what we got to look
Vegas
at
is
for the White Sox is how many right-handed pitchers they're going to be facing.
how many times? Oh, 2-1. Let's go. Walked him. Is how many times is Dylan Cease going to continue to pitch?
Well, not only that, but the White Sox can't hit right-handed pitching. So if they face 4 righties out of every day or every week, 4 out of 6 or 7 games, like they're gonna lose a majority of their games going down the line. I don't care how bad that right-handed pitcher is; they cannot hit right-handed pitching, bro, and it's an issue. It's an absolute issue. And you're right. Aside from Dylan Cease, Ben, they don't have good starting pitching at all.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
yeah, but I mean, they can squeak into that spot because you look at it, you're gonna see Tampa Bay drop. I mean,
I know this is a wild take,
minus
dude.
155, no, plus 125 for Tampa Bay here. Toronto, yes, minus 2,000, no, plus 1,000.
I think Toronto gets a lot of love because of names on jerseys for their team.
Yes, agree.
And same with the White Sox, because both those teams were good last year. However, the Blue Jays and the White Sox, both those teams, Ben, we keep saying all year, okay, they're going to figure it out at some point. They're going to figure it out. They're going to get going. And they just don't. You know what I mean? And it's like, at what point do we just say, okay, these teams are who they are? Because the Blue Jays haven't been good hitting with runners in scoring position all season. We're now it's August 9th, August 10th if you're listening to the podcast on Wednesday morning. And the Blue Jays are only a game and a half ahead of the wild card. This is a team that was projected to win the AL East ahead of the Yankees. Yep. They had a higher win total than the Yankees, Ben.
Yep. Blue Jays have the 12th hardest schedule left to play too.
So why do we continue to give them the benefit of the doubt? What have this team has never made the playoffs with the way it's constructed with like Vlad Guerrero Jr. and Bichette. They were as close to the playoffs last year as the Mariners were. Yeah. And the Mariners are ahead of them now. Yeah. Or they're right there, I should say. But I know this is a hot take. I personally think the Orioles are a better team than the White Sox. The only thing the White Sox got better than the Orioles is Dylan Cease.
The Orioles have a difficult schedule, though.
But
that's what we got to look at here is because.
But the White Sox can't hit right-handed pitching. No matter who is pitching, they can't beat right-handed pitchers. Their record, they're one of the worst hitting teams against righties all season long.
I understand that.
And they don't have starting pitching aside from Dylan Cease. Their best starter is Johnny Cueto.
Yeah, but look who they're playing for the remainder of the season.
I mean, they lost today against the Royals.
Teams, but they've got Kansas City. No, they beat the Royals today. They lost yesterday too.
No, they lost the first game today when Brady Singer was pitching. Yeah.
So they've got 2 more against Kansas City just in this. Then they go to Detroit. You've got 4 tough games against Houston, Cleveland, another one, Kansas City. Then you're playing Arizona, Kansas City, Oakland, Detroit.
Keep in mind, Ben, Arizona has 2 of the best right-handed pitchers in the National League, Zach Gallen and Merrill Kelly.
Run support.
But the White Sox can't hit. They can't hit right-handed pitching.
The Arizona can't hit either, so they can't hit right or left-handed hitting.
I mean, dude, they smacked on the fucking Rockies, and the Rockies got better pitching than the White Sox outside of Dylan Cease.
Kind of who doesn't smack on them?
Bro, the
Rockies?
The White Sox went to Colorado, by the way, like less than a month ago, and they scored like 2 runs, 3 runs, and I think they only played 2 games. I think they scored a combined 5 runs in both those games.
White Sox against Colorado?
Yeah. I know they won both games.
2 games. No, they split.
Oh, they split 1-1.
They scored 5 runs and 2 runs.
7 runs in 2 games in Coors Field. All right, the over/under in a game in Coors Field is 11. Hold on, what happened in the Giants game? I just
4-3. They walked another guy.
Dude,
They've
hater.
walked in
30
2 runs
pitches,
right
bro.
now. Yeah.
Maybe the Brewers knew what they were doing, dog.
Yeah.
The Brewers might have been onto something. He's struggling. This is not good, man.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, it's me.
Well, I mean, if you're the Padres, and like,
Yeah.
a lot of us are looking at the Padres like, okay, this is a team that needs to make some. Let's just transition to the Padres right now. What's their over under win total? I know we're bouncing around here, but this is important. Yes, minus 475. No, minus 370. Would you put some money on no? Do you think there's any chance the Padres miss the playoffs?
I mean, this is tough because I can see it happening, but at the same time, I mean, they're like the Chicago White Sox, and you got to think with Tatis coming back, it's gonna help them.
Ben, if they lose today, though, they will be tied with the Brewers.
Yeah, with Milwaukee. Yeah.
You gotta think like putting some money on that plus 475 has some value to it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely does. Let's see. Strength of schedule. I know this isn't everything.
How many games do they have left against the Dodgers? Because the Dodgers are like 20-2 against them since like the middle of last year.
Padres have the 19th. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. The 13th hardest schedule. Sorry, the 13th easiest schedule remaining. Brewers are just a few back from them. Giants are the 9th easiest schedule remaining. Who else is close?
The Giants suck, dog. There's no
Yeah, but I mean,
chance
they're gonna have to either they're gonna have to push. Philly's not gonna have to drop, or Milwaukee's gonna just hang out.
The thing with Philly is they have, they got to play the Mets and the Braves, dude.
I think the Padres will take it. I think they're gonna take.
I mean, they should, dude. They have a good enough team. I know I like said the thing about the White Sox and Blue Jays, but the Padres actually have players that have done something in this league. You know what I mean? Like they've performed at a high level in high leverage situations. The other two teams don't have that.
Who?
The White Sox and the Blue Jays.
No, I mean who's been a big playoff series?
Juan Soto's won a World Series.
Yeah.
Manny Machado's played in several playoff games with both the Orioles and the Dodgers.
I forgot he was with the Dodgers. I mean, didn't win a lot with them.
He won the He won the AL East with the Orioles when he was with the Orioles. Those teams with Chris Davis and Adam Jones and JJ Hardy. Those teams were hella good. They won the division, I think, 2 years in a row. But the White Sox, I mean, they don't have nobody that's done anything. Cueto's probably done the most.
Mm-hmm.
He's washed. What are we looking at, Ben? What are we strikeout?
2-2.
Dude, how many pitches do you think they let Hader throw before they pull him, dude?
I mean, he's already pitched 36 just in this inning, so
yeah, they gotta pull him at some point, bro. They cannot let this continue.
And you got Jock Peterson up next too, who's been decently hot.
Except he's a lefty.
Yeah.
But dude, Bob Melvin's over here fucking shitting bricks, dude. Bro looks like he's about to fucking literally throw up, dude. Man.
So,
whoo, Padres.
do we think? I mean, so really, it would have to be.
Oh my God, what a catch! It scored a run, but what a catch!
St. Louis would either have to drop out because I'm guessing the Braves are going to pass them up. You're going to look.
No, St. Louis is going to win their division.
I'm sorry, Mets. Braves are probably going to pass the Mets.
Yeah, you like the Braves to beat the Mets. I think,
yeah,
dude, I think there's an issue with the back of the Braves lineup right now. Marcell Ozuna sucks.
Yeah, he's not letting them all right.
He's like an automatic out, dude, every time he gets up today. Like, he had runners in scoring position like twice.
Yeah.
Now they're pulling Hader.
Yep. 4-4 in the ninth. That's okay. The Giants will let it run in the bottom of the ninth.
What's Hader's ERA right now, Ben?
Typical Giants baseball. 4.66.
Felipe just said, "Laugh my ass off, Hader, bro, sneaking it up."
Yep. So I mean, you got to. I think we're gonna see an epic fall from the Mets. Are they gonna drop 5.5 games? I don't think so. I mean, the Brewers would have to be it because unless we see an epic collapse of San Diego starting now.
Starting now, they lost 5 in a row. They could possibly lose 6 or they just blew a 4-1 lead in the bottom of the ninth.
Yep.
Josh Hader.
That is one big pile of shit.
I mean, it definitely could happen.
Irvin just texted me. What's he saying?
Brewers. I mean, the Brewers or the Giants could take it. I doubt the Giants would. It would take a miracle, but the Brewers could definitely do it. I don't think. I don't think San Diego sucks it up for that much longer. I mean,
Ben, this is bad, bro. And like, honestly, it has looked like they have like the weight of the world on their shoulders because like they acquire Juan Soto and Josh Bell and Brandon Drury and Josh Hader, and it's like
supposed to change everything.
Do you remember when the Philadelphia Eagles got like Michael Vick and Vince Young and then Nnamdi Asomugha, and they called themselves the Dream Team, and then they went out and won like 6 games? Do you remember that back in the day, like 2009, 2010, whenever that was, 2011? God damn, that's so long ago now. Jesus
Do
Christ.
the Brewers have enough to pass?
Well, I'm saying that the Padres are playing with so much weight on their shoulder, bro, that it looks like it's affecting them. Like they understand the pressure. You know what I mean? And I don't think necessarily Juan Soto feels it because I mean, we've seen this kid win a World Series at like 19 years old.
Yeah.
And he was like the best hitter on that team. But the players around him are now clenching their fingsters. And you could see it in their at-bats, dude. They're not hitting.
Yep. They're holding the bat way too tight.
I think they're overthinking things, dude. And the pitching staff hasn't been very great. And now we see Hader. Padres trade for him. Supposed to be this all-star closer. First time in a save situation since he came into the Padres, and he blew the save.
Yeah,
he is now 0 for 1 in save opportunities with the Padres. Joe Musgrove has struggled for 3 games. Finally pitches a good game, and here he is off the hook for a win now.
Yeah. Well, and again, just looking at the Brewers schedule and what they have left, it's not that difficult. Looking at the Padres, it's a little more difficult here. Brewers, I mean, they've got 7 against LA, which is going to be difficult there. They've got.
Are you saying the Padres have an easier schedule than the Brewers?
No,
the Brewers.
Yeah, they've got 7 against St. Louis, but then they've got like 7 against Arizona. They've got 7 against Cincinnati. They've got 4 against Miami. They've got, did I say Cincinnati? 7 against Cincinnati.
Cincy's tough though, dude. They play hard.
Like a couple against Pittsburgh.
This is the thing though you have to worry about,
like,
Ben, in September, when September call-ups happen, this is the time when young teams start to like,
damn it,
play.
Got out of it.
Yeah, no, the inning's over, going into extras or going to bottom of the ninth. But no, I mean you can't just write off bad teams here. You can't just say, "Oh, this team sucks." Like we're gonna write them off. Like no, the Reds have talent, dude. They have a lot of young talent. Their lineup isn't that great on paper right now, but they do have talent there. Their pitching staff definitely has talent.
It's not quite there yet.
No, it's not. But this is when teams start to, young teams start to learn how to play. And yeah, they might not win games, but they're going to play hard, and they could definitely win games. I mean, Major League Baseball teams do not win 162 games, Ben.
Yeah, obviously.
and they don't win 20 games in a row, and they hardly win 10 games in a row.
Yep.
So you got to pick your spots and understand that if you like a good team in a future bet and they have an easy schedule, you're picking them to win a majority of those series.
Yeah.
Right. So you think the Brewers over the Padres, Ben? You think no on
Padres?
You think no on Padres plus 370 got some value?
I do.
I agree. I absolutely do.
Definitely do that.
I just hate the Brewers lineup, Ben.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I do as well.
Like that team, dude, struggles to hit, bro.
You're asking for a lot of good starts from good pitchers that haven't really done as much as they should this year.
I think Corbin Burns is he has like a no decision or a loss in like his last 4 or 5 starts, and he's only given up like 2. I think he's only given up more than 2 runs in one of those starts.
You're asking Peralta to
come
out strong,
coming back from injury too.
Yep, you're asking Woodruff to, stay hot.
What about this one, Ben? This one caught my eye too. Minnesota Twins, yes to make the playoffs, -110, no -110. Do you think there's any value there on either side? Like, if you like the White Sox as much as you do, would you bet no on the Twins? Do you think that has more value betting no on the Twins than it does yes for the White Sox? Because yes for the White Sox is -140. Because if the White Sox make the playoffs, the Twins probably don't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
What do you think there? And the Guardians, yes, plus 140, no, -160.
Yeah, I'd say the Guardians are in.
Well, the Guardians have the lead, so they're -165 to not make the playoffs. The White Sox right now, yes, -140, no, plus 115. So odds makers think the White Sox they're basically saying they think the White Sox are going to make the playoffs. They're going to win the division over Cleveland and Minnesota, but they think Minnesota's going to finish second. Cleveland's going to finish third.
Yeah.
So do you think that if you like the White Sox, don't you think there's better value on betting the Twins no -110 to make the playoffs? Do you think there's any scenario where
the Twins are only half game up?
I know, but
the Twins. I think I would go no on the Twins.
That has better value, right? That probably has better value, right?
No, but it's -110 each, right?
No, what I'm saying is if you think the White Sox are going to win the division and make the playoffs, right? Because the White Sox are -140 to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Whereas the Twins are -110. The better value on that, rather than to say the White Sox are going to make the playoffs -140,
is to go
you could take no on Twins -110.
Yeah. But then you're also pushing that the Guardians are going to
miss the playoffs.
No, make the playoffs.
They could miss it too. I mean, we could see 2 AL East teams make the playoffs. And the Mariners.
Yeah, and which would you prefer there? Guardians, yes, plus 140, or Twins, no, -110?
I think the Twins are a better team than the Guardians, just because they have Luis Ariz and Byron Buxton, and I also think they have the better pitching staff depth-wise, starting rotation. The Twins' bullpen sucks, though, except for Jorge Lopez, who they just traded for.
Yeah.
He's their best reliever, but he's 0 for 1 in save opportunities with the Twins. He blew his only save opportunity. And then, I mean, Ben, the hardest part for me is that Dylan Cease is the best pitcher of all 3 of these teams. Like, he's the best pitcher that either of these teams have.
Yeah, no support.
You know, but there's just no, like, all these teams have their flaws, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Because the Guardians have Shane Bieber, and then the rotation after that is a bunch of question marks. Or Tristan McKenzie's been really great. He's been solid, very solid. I'd probably say the Guardians might have the best depth in starting rotation.
Yeah, and looking at it too, the Guardians have played a lot more away games than they have home games.
So they have a lot of home games left.
So they have a lot of home games left, and they're 29 and 22 at home compared to 28 and 30 on the road. So
maybe we take Guardians plus 140. That might be the best value to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I think you could take Guardians plus 140.
What's their odds to win the division? Do you know?
I don't have that up.
Odds to win AL Central. Let's see. Because I bet the odds to win the AL Cleveland Guardians plus 300. That might be the best play.
Yeah. Well, no, because they can still get.
Yeah, but how many games back are they? Because I think the winner
Guardians are only half a game back
of the division.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's the best bet.
Chicago's too, though.
Yeah, so the Guardians are half game, so plus 140.
Yeah.
I mean, plus 300 to win the division. Because do we think that two teams from the AL Central are going to make the playoffs? Do you think so? Do you think that
Yes.
No way. Give me two teams in the AL East first and foremost.
Oh. AL East, I think you get the Yankees and the Blue Jays.
You don't think you would take Cleveland or the White Sox over the Orioles right now?
I think we're going to get 2 out of each. I think you'll get Houston and Seattle. I think you get Cleveland and Chicago. And then I think you get New York and Toronto.
You think the Twins don't make the playoffs at all?
I wouldn't be surprised if the Twins don't make the playoffs at all.
I just have a hard time putting money on the White Sox right now, bro. They're not good.
Yeah.
I would take the Guardians and the Twins over the White Sox, but more importantly, I
like that Cleveland to win the division.
Plus 300.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they might be the best overall team in that division for sure.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Ooh, Soto just missed a home run.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, I'm with you. But I like the Orioles to make the playoffs plus 700. Give me that money.
Yeah.
I like that. This game, dude. Padres coming down to it. Ben's over here, been watching his phone the whole fucking game. Sweating bullets. Did you bet on the Giants tonight?
I didn't.
That's probably good. I know a lot of people that were betting Giants tonight. I actually kind of lean the Giants tonight too because I don't like playing team. I don't like backing teams off of 4 or 5 game losing streaks.
Yep.
Because you never know.
I almost bet Nerfy, but I didn't get it in.
I don't like those Nerfy bets, dude.
Oh, too bad. That's where I'm going.
Highest
for my bets tonight.
Highest scoring inning in all of baseball this year, Ben. It's the first inning.
Interesting. Okay. Interesting.
Let's get some best bets, Ben.
All right.
Where are we going?
I'm going to go with a Riffy and a Nerfy to start this off. So for the run in the first inning, we are going to go with the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Arizona Diamondbacks. You got Mitch Keller on the hill for Pittsburgh, and you've got Mad Bum on the hill for the Arizona Diamondbacks. When you look at Mad Bum's first inning, his ERA is a 6.55. Mitch Keller coming in at a 4.74. They let runs in on the first inning. You like a 325 batting average for Mitch Keller and a 309 for Pittsburgh Mad Bum. I know Pittsburgh and Arizona both don't score a lot of runs in the first inning, but these two pitchers really allow a lot. So we are going to go run in the first inning for Pittsburgh, Arizona. And then we're going to go no run in the first inning for the LA Dodgers and Minnesota Twins. You've got Sonny Gray on the hill going up against Ryan, Papoy?
Papio.
There we go. Papioi in the first inning has not allowed a single run to score.
He's only
Granted,
usually
he's only
pitched
got
it
4
like
starts.
Yeah, that's what I say.
4 starts, but still hasn't done it yet. And when you look at Sonny Gray, his ERA in the first inning is a 1.69. So batting average against is a 190. So teams are not hitting against either of these pitchers in the first inning. So we're gonna go no runner in the first for the LA Dodgers, Minnesota Twins.
I like it. I only got one best bet because I want to see how things shake out with a couple other games I got my eye on, but I have a best bet right now because I know this line is going to move, so I want to take it right now. And that's Rays money line plus 140 against the Brewers. The Brewers are 26 in WRC plus against left-handed pitching, and Jeff Springs is one of the best lefties in the AL, and he doesn't give up a lot of home runs, less than 1 a game, and the Brewers score 70% of their home runs. 70% of their runs on home runs. He also doesn't walk guys, and the Brewers rely on walks and home runs. He only averages 1.82 walks per 9, which is top of the league. He's not the best, but he's up with the top of the league in walks per 9. So give me the Tampa Bay Rays money line plus 140. I already know I'm going to regret this because every time I bet the Rays, they fucking lose, dude. But the numbers, I'm telling you, and all my handicaps with the Rays are always good, dude. And this is a great handicap. It's a good spot. The Brewers suck. They've been sucking. They've lost 3 of their last 5, including 2 against the fucking Reds. Yep. And they don't hit lefties well, dude. I'm telling y'all. They do not hit lefties at all. One of the worst in the league. We're going to get out of here. We're going to watch the end of this Giants-Padres game. Ben's over here fucking sweating bullets, dude. I can
especially because they just walked Soto.
Well, it was catcher's interference.
Okay.
So that's how he got on base. Manny Machado up to the plate. 1 out, 2 runners on, Ben. For Mr. Big Ball and Ben Larson, I'm Jordan.
Hey, before we get to our goodbyes, we got to make sure y'all go to Devour, Devour.com, download the Devour app, use promo code Taproom when signing up, get $10 off your first purchase of $25 or more. Get that free beer. Now we can sign off.
I will be back tomorrow night with Swerve and Irvin. We'll be talking about the Big Ten, breaking it down, handicapping it. Got a lot more baseball to talk about. On Sunday, me and Ben will be back. We'll also be talking about some NFL football, I'm pretty sure, because we'll be in the swing of things. But I do want to mention, Ben, the Field of Dreams game we didn't even talk about this Thursday.
Oh,
Cubs,
wow. I didn't
Reds.
even realize. Good job, MLB, for really pushing that game.
Well,
they realized it was on.
They, mistakenly scheduled the Cubs and Reds in that game. So that should be fun.
Yep.
It'll still be a good game nonetheless.
No, yeah.
Hey, but y'all have a blessed Wednesday. I'll be back tomorrow night with Swerve and Irving. The Padres walk it off. Manny Machado, 3-run home run. Good night. Get to the window and let's go. How you feeling over there, Ben?
Fucking